Hello my daily fantasy baseball friends, thanks for joining me for the Rotook MLB DFS core plays for June 15th. We've been on a little bit of a heater with our picks as of late. As this season's sample size grows, the data at Rotook becomes more valuable and even more predictive. It's not a coincidence that as the season unfolds, Team Rotook grows stronger and makes more money. I can provide the peek behind the curtain, but if you haven't joined just yet, now's the time to make the move and see your bankroll skyrocket. As always, Rotook's extensive research tools help set the foundation for these plays. Rotook is the ultimate DFS assistant, combining all of the stats, trends, and research tools you need into a convenient and user-friendly format that cuts the difficulties out of your research and gets you the money in your pocket quicker and with less hassle than any other DFS platform. And if you're looking for even more insight into the DFS world, Rotook University has you covered. There you'll learn strategies, bankroll management, contest selection, and how to put together winning lineups to take your daily fantasy game to the next level. Before you get to the plays, don't forget to give me a follow on Twitter, @MickeyVetch, for more MLB daily fantasy content. I'm always down to answer your questions, so be sure to hit me up there and get a conversation going. More DFS, SN DFS, Lineup Builder, MLB DFS Picks, FanDuel, DraftKings core plays for Friday, June 15th. Ross Stripling, Dodgers vs. Giants, DK, $9,800, FD, $9,100. Corey Kluber and Charlie Morton at the top are fine options, but if you want to play a cheaper pitcher, I have no problem stepping down to Stripling against the Giants. Stripling has been as consistent as it gets lately, stringing together 5 great fantasy performances in a row and maintaining a 10.8 K9 as he continues to generate a healthy amount of swinging strikes. The Giants come into the matchup with the second lowest projected run total on the slate, which, when combined with the major 7th worst team strikeout rate, looks like a real opportunity for Stripling to continue his solid run. The Giants also just traveled east to west, without a day off, after playing a 16-inning game that started at noon on Thursday. It wouldn't surprise me if they came out a little flat tonight. Stripling is a sensible play, with all of the key factors working in his favor. I'm very comfortable locking him into my cash lineups. Bryce Harper, of Nationals at Blue Jays, DK, $5,200, FD, $4,400. I want all of the Nationals lefties against Aaron Sanchez, who's having trouble striking lefties out and has a very high walk rate against left-handed batters. So of course, that means Harper is in play tonight, with the split-in park upgrade heading into the Rogers Center. As if the Nationals lineup wasn't dangerous enough, going to the American League they added DH, so you could see both Matt Adams and Mark Reynolds play tonight, plus Daniel Murphy is back, all of which adds protection to Bryce's at-bats. Bryce has hit a little bit of a rough stretch as of late, which is equal parts concerning and enticing. Some will argue to wait until he turns it around. I say hop on now and be an early adapter because he's due to go on a tear. Brett Gardner, of Yankees vs. Rays, DK, $4,400, FD, $3,200. I really don't know why, but Gardner is always underowned on the bigger slates. I consistently find myself playing him as a fair-priced one-off option. Look at that FanDuel price to get exposure to the powerful Yankees lineup that rarely fails to put runs across the board. Tonight, the Yankees are tied for the highest Vegas run total of any team in a matchup with former Yank Nathan Eovaldi. That makes a lot of sense, as Eovaldi's flat fastball doesn't do him any favors in Yankee Stadium against a team that loves to hit those high exit velocity, low line drive homers, which has been Gardner's specialty as of late. Leading off, Gardner has paid off his price tag 58% of the time this year, averaging nearly 10 fantasy points a game. Very rarely do you get the type of game where Gardner is going to be a difference maker in a GPP, but the upside does exist, especially with his speed on the base paths. If you build your favorite lineup and find yourself looking for an outfielder in this range, you can confidently plug Gardner in as a source of production. Evan Gattis, C. Astros at Royals, DK, $3,900, FD, $3,500. The Astros are red hot, and as we've seen time and time again with this team, when they get going you don't want to bet against them. That's why Gattis is once again in play as a way to get exposure to this lineup that's projected for the second most runs on the slate. Using the Rotook research tool, you can see that not only has Gattis been putting up big numbers in June, but he's also the top-ranked catcher on the slate by a mile. Sure, he is definitely a boomer-bust type play, there's no arguing that, but his .405 WOBA in his past 50 at-bats against righties, on top of those big games, confirms he is in a place where he is seeing the ball well. Rostering Gattis, you get home run upside that has been difficult to find at the catcher position right now. I'm willing to take the risk for the potential payoff.